DNVR we have close to 80 different capital projects like rec centers, parks, playgrounds, pool renovations that are happening every year. So there's a lot of work to do all the time. Everyone's super busy and has way more to do than they can handle. National parks are 74% of our park area, about 12% of the remainder, and then schools actually has a higher percentage of like accessible, well, not necessarily accessible, but green space. And we really want to see some guidelines developed for parks specifically. So how can we already do a lot of stormwater management in our parks. There's grants from the EPA that we partner with DOE every year to do a series of projects in our parks for rain gardens and BMPs. But we want to kind of have a more holistic view of when we're designing new green space or we're doing a major renovation of a park and new landscaping and stuff, that we're designing it in a way that both creates an opportunity for play, but also can, capture rainwater when there's severe flood, or and like hold that water and release it appropriately when necessary. The NOMA neighborhood kind of developed with an initial oversight or lack of planning for green space. And so all these new buildings and developments were coming up, and there hadn't been appropriately planned for recreation in the area. And so there was a $50 million plus grant that was issued to the NOMA bid to do the planning and design for new park space. So they actually worked with the developer at that site to acquire a portion of that land, and that playground's going to be awesome. I've seen the plans. We're planning a walkthrough with the bid soon. It's going to be, multiple new age playgrounds. A big screen for the screen on the green, big open lawn, nice seating, and improvements to the Met Branch Trail, which will be really great.
Is a nonprofit where we focus on kid-driven community green spaces, whether that's in the school, early childhood center, or community garden. The spaces are open, so just having the several things growing, people are like, oh, what's that? And then that sparks a conversation, and that sparks an interest, and it just keeps going from there. So I'm from here, and so I don't really recall growing up in community green spaces outside of a national park. And really, so I think the continuation of the development would be just beneficial for anyone, not even just like youth, but anyone to just have that space to relax their mind and like see nature for what it really is, and like to slow down.